Hey, doing a very quick recap of the UFC event from this past week. I did really bad. Worst event so far since I've restarted my channel. Also, just worst event I've had just in a while. I've definitely had worse for sure. But anyway, went down 11 units, $1,100 if you're betting $100 units. I was betting $9 units this week, so I didn't lose 1,100, but I still lost, maybe like, I don't know, like 12, 13% of my bankroll, something like that. Anyway, moving on, here are the picks that I presented. Go back to my recap or my breakdown video last week. This is exactly every single bet that I said to do. Hopefully you didn't do them or something because, obviously I did really poorly. And it wasn't even like I got the props or the methods wrong either. I just was getting a lot of the picks wrong, I think. Yeah, I just had a lot of underdogs, which I just felt good about. I like the value on a lot of these dogs, and almost all of them lost except for Kazama. Kazama did hit at least. And then one of my biggest favorites, when I say biggest, one of the favorites that I liked a lot was Carl Williams, and he shit the bed for sure. So he lost as well. And then we also, for the second time in a row, our big, like, our big play, which was Damon Jackson hitting a round one sub. Last week it was Mackenzie Dern. Uh, I think it was round one KO or something like that, and she won, but she did not get a KO. This time it was Damon Jackson, and all six of these bets lost, so that hurt a lot. Anyway, here's how I actually did. So Thursday I had one bet on EFC, which is a South African promotion. Lost that, and I was making $9 bets again, so I lost $9. Then Friday, I lost two bets for Brave, but I actually did really well on the Invicta card. I went 7 for 7 on all my bets. Fewer underdogs, a lot of favorites, but still 7 for 7. So I was heading into Saturday up some money, and then Saturday only had the UFC, and you can see with my $9 bets, I lost $127. So very bad performance there. Performance by fight. So you can see I was in the red for most of these fights anyway. And, you see that Damon Jackson, 6 different bets on it, all 6 lost. So, here's the performance by fight. Really not much else to say about it because the only fight I actually watched on the card was Kazama. I was kind of busy most of the night. And then here are some missed opportunities. When I do these missed opportunities, like I'm not going to do something like Yana Santos money line or Chepe Mariscal by decision or something like that because I had the other side of those fights. So it's kind of weak to say, oh, I should just pick the other side. That's very hindsight 2020. But for example, with the Denise Williams fight, I already had Carl Williams winning by decision, which obviously didn't hit. But if I just bet the fight going to decision regardless, that'd be plus 110. Denise won by decision. It would have lessened some of the damage. Another one which I should have played was Toshiomi Kazama by submission because he's a sub only guy. His money line was hovering between 180 to 230 the whole week. But the sub plus 350. I mean, the guy only hits sub. He's a submission specialist. It's kind of what you would expect if he was going to win. And that's what happened. So that was a missed opportunity for sure. The Danny Barlow Varetnikov fight. This fight going to decision was actually on my list of bets that I like, but I'm not going to place because after all, at the end of the day, I'm only placing whatever my computer tells me to, and then I basically just rationalize it. That's the type of channel we are at right now. Maybe it'll change someday, but I really don't want to. I'm trying to do as little work as possible while either maintaining or making profit, right? So this was plus 120. The fight was very easy decision. I don't think anyone was really, I didn't really watch it, but I don't think anyone was really in any danger the whole fight. So that was a good spot. And then finally, you could have parlayed all 3 women's MMA fights, and it would have been plus 130. When I say parlay them to go into decision, that would have been plus 134. And I believe like Alensar Luciano, 93% of people on Tapology predicted that to go to decision. I think for Yana Santos and Chelsea Chandler was like 96%, and Rosa and Kianza was like 97%. So like everyone had these fights going decision. They were very obvious, like decision fights, you know, just like looking at them from afar. So you could have gone and plus money parlaying all those, but I don't think I'll ever push a parlay on you guys. I actually like the idea, and this is just how I've been betting for like 6 years. I've done a few parlays in my life, but in general, I just like doing like if it's a minus 500 or plus 500, I just bet the same one unit. It simplifies things. It's kind of taking out the human factor of weighing one bet over another. I just say make things simple on yourself. Do the same unit on every single bet. Don't get cute. But anyway, it's definitely was a missed opportunity nonetheless. And then the last slide, I think I'll start adding this to my recap videos, will just be my UFC performance by event so far. I don't only bet UFC, but at least for now, I'm only going to really make UFC breakdown videos. I think anything else is just too much of my time. It wouldn't be worth it. I mean, this probably isn't even worth it anyway, but I kind of enjoy doing it. But yeah, like the first week I restarted my channel again. Went plus 1,050 or plus 10.5 units on Leon versus Bilal. And that's kind of been canceled out by Tybura Spivac. And then obviously last week was a subpar week as well. So I'm about down maybe around 6 units over these last 3 weeks. So not great, but it's not end of the world stuff. A lot of people will go down 6 units over any 3-week time span. So I'd say, give me a few more events before you kind of, hardcore judge me. But yeah, I will say, for what it's worth, the last few months overall, I have been doing really well. I've had some very good events, and that's something that I kind of showed in my first breakdown video for the Leon Bilal fight. So if you care, probably don't, but if you care, you could always go back to that. Anyway, that's it. No actual fight breakdowns for this because I didn't watch the fight, so I don't really have much to talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll come out with a 305 breakdown prediction video either today or tomorrow. Anyway, see you.